you got to contact them. You got to try to get worked in there. So definitely reach out to Kenny and Lynette and try to, get involved in the show, whether it's, donating, sponsoring, setting up as a vendor, whatever it is, a volunteer, get involved in the show, absolutely.
And it's Houston Boat Shows, plural, right? Yeah.
Yes, it is Houston Boat Shows for the net.com,
okay.
right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome.
Good
because of the
good
tradition of
yes.
multiple boat shows. Yeah. The summer show, the January show.
Right.
Back in the day, the In the Water show, at Watergate.
Exactly, yeah. We tried to keep it simple to where everybody could come to one site, and we would just kind of flip it throughout the year for the different shows that we were doing. And
absolutely.
Like I said, we're kind of, been pulled back to one show at this point, so we have to kind of wait and see. But definitely, it is the boat shows, and we hope it to be the boat shows again soon.
And you will be, and you have been, and you will be.
And it's always been the biggest boat show in this area.
Oh, by far.
That is the one thing. It sounds funny, but Jordan had brought this up. that building that we're in now, and it's actually technically a hair bit smaller than we used to be in the two buildings before, in the Astro Hall and Astro Arena.
Right.
But this one's it's still 720,000 square foot in that building.
Yeah, it is. It's a sight to see. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you go in there and you fill that building up, like I said, people probably don't respect how much product is actually sitting in there, and like I said, and the expertise, because I said all the manufacturers are there, their engineers and stuff come and talk to people. It's a great, unique opportunity to come and experience.
Right. How many millions of dollars of boats? How many CEOs and VPs and presidents of boat manufacturers and boat companies are there? Like you said, they bring in the big guns. These aren't just the local dealers. These are the manufacturing boat CEOs, and stuff.
Yes,
and so,
exactly.
These are the big dogs, and the big brands.
Yeah, we do have some of the owners of these different boat companies that come out to the show, and when it comes to size of, and there are a lot of big boat shows in the U.S. Don't get me wrong. I believe right now, as far as Houston, we're ranked as one of the fourth largest show in the U.S.
Wow. Nice. That's incredible.
As far as an indoor boat show goes, and that's kind of our designation, because unfortunately our coast is a little too far away for us to have an in the water portion going on at the same time, because you guys all know as well as I, it would take you an hour to get to the coast from the
different setup than Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
Right, exactly.
A little bit of a different setup. Yep.
So, but no, it really is great, and we do. I'll be honest with you. I was looking at it this year. We were fortunate enough that trying to again keep contactless ticketing down to help with all of the scare that was going on in the world around us. We got to see a lot of where tickets were being bought at, and it really surprised me about the amount of people that come in from other states to see this show.
Wow. Louisiana, the online ticket sales from out of state, huh?
So you know what that means? That means heads and beds.
Yeah, it does.
That's
hotel tax. Yeah,
there you go. Yeah.
So it was really exciting to kind of see. Yeah, the amount of tickets that actually came in from Mississippi and like the Louisiana and some of those areas, and I was just like, it was not just a few; it was quite a few. I was impressed.
I was about to say, I'm not surprised. I had an office at the South Shore Harbor Marina for many years, and it's amazing how many people I met from Oklahoma, from Arkansas, from Mississippi, that they all had their boat docked here in the Houston area. Right? Yeah, it's really cool.
Right.
I think me and John are officially gonna. I'm joking, but I'd like to hire a consulting firm to officially find out the boating market for Houston at this time. At one point we were 100% the third largest boating market in the country. Now I don't know if we teeter on third or fourth. Or,
I think we might be the most dense.
There's you
can twist it a lot of different ways.
There's so many ways to put it, but
the most boat slips per capita.
We're like the third or fourth largest.
They do slice it a lot of different ways.
Right,
I will say you are. our manufacturing association for the marine manufacturers, they did say that I think Texas was the second largest in growth.
Boom.
Since the pandemic has started. So, I mean, again, like I said, that just shows how many people as much as I hate to say it, like I said, that they closed down all the movie theaters and stuff like that, that it gave people the opportunity to finally look at our industry and be like, this may not be too bad.
Exactly. We kind of hit on that for the last 2 years since the pandemic hit, that really, getting outdoors and boating and, enjoying the water and outdoors is something, it was a pandemic approved activity, right? I mean, it's something you could actually do.
100%.
Yeah, social.
The salt water will kill it.
Well, or just getting outside, right? I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I think
vitamin D.
I think and we've talked about this in the show before. The amount of people that were biking around my neighborhood that used to never, I used to never see people. Now everybody's bought a bike, and then everybody was apparently a lot of people purchased boats and watercraft.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the boat repair guys, my goodness, like you said, not only do the manufacturers set up, but you've got, people that upgrade boats, work on boats, upgrade.
Oh, absolutely.
So
yes.
Imagine all the people that this year or the last 2 years got their boats back out on the water. Maybe they weren't buying new boats, but they were like, this boat that's been sitting for a little bit, it's time to, get this thing worked on and get it back out there. I bet you that boat mechanics had the best 2 years of their lives.
Right.
I could only imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said,
it's
nice it's just nice to be that hopefully people are recognizing, what this lifestyle is, because I mean, like I said, I can't preach enough about it myself, but I've lived it my whole life. And, I feel like I'm better for it at this point just because of the people that I've met. I mean, you two gentlemen are a perfect example. I mean, like I said, I walked up to you. I mean, from the day one when Jordan walked up to me and started talking to me, like I said, you would have thought we were old friends. I mean,
it's been very
That's awesome.
Yeah, an awesome relationship and natural kind of connection, and we see eye to eye, and I love what you're doing, and you love what I've got going on at the show, and so it's been incredible, man, and I'm really happy I've met you and I've been a part of the show and you've been on the program, and we're both promoting, like you said, the community, the lifestyle and boating in Houston, and it's an awesome passion that a lot of people share.
Making memories.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I hope I didn't eat up all of your guys' showtime, because I think I was only supposed to have a few minutes.
Hey,
well,
you killed it, like we said,
Dude,
and we've enjoyed every second of it. Yeah, so and it's been a pleasure.
It has,
yeah.
Kenny.
And I can't wait to get you back on, but
Yeah, definitely. No, just give me a call anytime. Like I said, this is definitely a passion of mine. I can't necessarily always talk about the show, but I can tell you some funny stories from when I've been out on the water too, because that's
there you go.
what it's all about. So.
Yeah. We'd love to hear some of those.
That'd be a cool episode.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, Kenny, thank you so much for coming on the show. A lot of respect for you and respect for what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And just, like I said, advocating for the boating community. And so we would absolutely love
boating,
to have
outdoors,
you back on.
sporting, the whole deal, right?
Yeah. So,
absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you.
HoustonBoatShows.com.
That's it. All right, guys. Well, check them out next year, and definitely get involved in the show. Kenny, thank you so much for being our guest, Kenny. Man. You have an awesome evening.
Y'all too. Y'all have a good evening, and just remind everybody, keep checking us out, and we'll keep bringing you more as we can. So
we'll do.
Y'all have a good night.
All right,
thank you, Kenny.
Thank you so much.
All righty.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, man, how awesome was that?
Dude,
yeah,
incredible.
we thought it was going to be a 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah, we always think, man, it's what are we going to talk about? What do we, but there's Kenny's got so much to talk about. Man. It's such a big show, so much history, so much going on, so many manufacturers, 70,000 attendees. I mean, my goodness.
And such an advocate for everything that we believe in and what this show's about.
Such a nice guy, so humble in the industry, willing to help anybody that wants to, literally get involved in the boat
I know
world.
he and I are going to, take you up on that Evo jet off.
Oh, I hope that y'all do, man.
So I'm staring at the Evo jet right now, and I want to get in that. on the water.
I do too. It's been a couple weeks, so I'm definitely need to get out there myself.
Well, man, that was awesome. I mean, I know you've got some announcements to make, or maybe we, hold that to next week. I mean,
I got a couple announcements to make. Why not? I want to, and I hope I don't forget any names. Obviously, I want to thank Kenny Lovell again for coming on the show. Chief Operations Officer of the Houston Boat Show. What an incredible friend of the show, an incredible guest, and we hope to have him back on. But I want to take a moment to give a shout out to some of my supporters of the race that's coming up. As you guys know,
Texas Motor Surf Cup.
We are hosting the Moto Surf Texas Cup, as John said, on May 13th to the 15th at Moody Gardens. We're in partnership with the CVB of Galveston. That is the basically tourism, department, sports department for the city of Galveston. We're in partnership with many other sponsors, and I don't have my list with me tonight. We were focused on the Houston Boat Show, but I do want to give a shout out to some of my main supporters and sponsors of the show. If I didn't announce this last week, which I think I did, Prestige Oysters, Pier 6, incredible waterfront venue. They are going to be a sponsor of the show, so we're so excited to have them on board. We're actually going to be doing an episode on site live at Pier 6 with video
next week
on the water. So guys, stay tuned in for that. I'd like to give a big shout out to Marine Bullock and Bruce Marine.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Just a really great friend of mine. Had a really good conversation with him yesterday. I think me and Bruce talked for about an hour in his office and, just about, current events and things going on. But just an incredible guy. I really respect the heck out of him. And he's a proud sponsor of the MotoSurf Texas Cup. So I definitely want to give him some recognition for being a part of this event. He's been such a staple in the boating community and racing community, and just pioneer, spearheaded so many different things going on with speed boats and fast boats and just the boat life, And so Bruce Bullock, like I said, I think is definitely a close personal friend of mine, and he is a sponsor of the show, so I want to give him a shout out. We're also working with Oasis Construction Marine and Oasis Supply Company. Anything you need to do with the water, boat docks, pier, improvements, building piers, floating docks. Literally, this guy's got everything. Lights. Anything you need to do with your personal, dock, pier, marina setup, Oasis Dock Supply can take care of you. We'd like to give a shout out to Athletic Design Group. Athletic Design Group is a personal friend of the family, water related. They do basketball courts, swimming pools, outdoor kitchens, things that are on the water, next to the pool, waterfront, outdoor kitchens, things like that. So Athletic Design Group. I'd like to give a shout-out to Graves Publishing. Graves Publishing is, not particularly doing any publishing for the race, but is a big supporter of the MotoSurf Texas Cup and Jet Surf Houston in general. And so we want to give a big shout-out to Graves Publishing. We would like to give a shout-out. There is so many more, and we're going to be announcing these as we go. We'd like to give a big shout-out to Kenco Bucket Trucks. Kenco Bucket Trucks and Team Gone Again has committed to a sponsorship for the race, so that is super exciting. We are, for the first time, going to be doing something incredible with Kenco and Team Gone Again, something that's never been done before. We've never had bucket trucks filming cameras or live views of a motosurf race. Again, this is the first motosurf race in the state of Texas. This is the first motosurf race in the world that will have Kenco bucket trucks filming this race from a sky angle. So
nice.
That's absolutely incredible. We'd like to give a shout out to Naughty Nation and Upper Coast. We've partnered up with them for the event to help promote and co-market. They're a big advocate of the water community, the boating community. They're really building, just an incredible water community out there. So I'd like to give a personal shout out to John Stapleton and Upper Coast and Naughty Nation for being a partner to this event. We're